welcome everybody to You Can't Make This Up. Well, let's start here. Hey, if you are in Canada, you've got some pretty cool things going on there. I know Justin Bieber Trudeau is not exactly something to shout great news about, but I love this video. This is just cool. It's just cool to watch. I think I could watch this 100 times. Check this out for all of you Canadians.
On the topic, I mean, in terms of your sort of strategy currently, you're obviously taking the populist pathway.
What does that mean?
Well, appealing to people's more emotional levels, I would guess. I mean, certainly you tap very strong ideological language quite frequently.
Like what?
Left wing, you know, this and that, right wing, you know, I mean, it's that type of ideological thing.
I never really talk about left or right.
Anyways, a lot of people
don't really believe in that.
Okay. A lot of people would say that you're simply taking a page out of the Donald Trump book.
Like which people would say that?
Well, I'm sure a great many Canadians, but...
Like who?
I don't know who, but...
Well, you're the one who asked the question, so yeah. You must know somebody.
Okay, I'm sure there's some out there, but anyways, the point of this question is, I mean, why should Canadians trust you with their vote, given, you know, not just the sort of ideological inclination in terms of taking the page out of Donald Trump's book, but
what are you
also
talking about? What page? What page? Can you give me a page? Give me the page. You keep saying
in terms of turning things quite dramatically in terms of Trudeau and the left wing and all of this. I mean, you make quite a, you know, it's quite a play that you make on it. So I'm
not sure.
Wondering.
I don't know what your question is.
Then for
give me an example. Well, you know, that I love that. That is so cool. I think I could watch that 1,000 times. That is totally entertaining. I'm going to get an apple here from now on, just for You Can't Make This Up, because that, my friends, was great. And that's how you handle this nonsense too. I just absolutely love that. That's so cool. God bless you guys in Canada. All right, check this out. This is one of the J6 guys arrested for Legos. I mean, this is definitely, you can't make this up. You've got to be kidding me. No, watch this. And this is why you've got to have this Doge going after this insanity of what is taking place right now, all the money laundering and stuff. Watch this with this guy, Lego Man. Check it out.
From my apartment, the FBI goes into my apartment, and you know, they're passing by very dangerous objects like the Holy Bible or the United States Constitution, and so they actually stumble across a collection of Legos that I had in my apartment. The Legos were there because I think I love Legos and they awaken the engineer in all of us. But also, I also like the idea of bringing Legos into the classroom so that, you know, my students could kind of chill out a little bit, you know. But what they pretended that they found was like the Holy Grail of January 6th, and it was none other than a Lego model kit of the United States Capitol that the Lego company manufactured and sold. So what they did was they take this box of Legos and try to claim that I planned all of January 6th with these Legos. How ridiculous is that? So they take it to court. The judge obviously notices how ridiculous this is and then asks the obvious question, how is any of this possible if the Legos are still in the box? So they literally tried to pin the whole thing on me. They called me the architect of the insurrection, and the Lego Man was born. The internet never forgot, and I'm not really dropping the name because it was a shred of dark comedy that came out of this, kind of something to make you laugh. But it also goes to show how far the Biden DOJ was willing to go in order to sell a lie to the American public that our group was actually trying to overthrow the government on January 6th. It's totally bogus, but they were willing to make up such egregious lies that, you know, someone like me was going to overthrow the United States government with a plastic children's toy. That's how outrageous this got.
How do you feel after being released?
I feel good. I feel like I can fly, you know, but, you know, it's a bittersweet feeling. We still got people in that building. They got to come out, man. And so I can't sleep at night knowing that I'm free and other people are still suffering. The age of political prisoners should have ended last night. And because of this facility and many other facilities like it in America, it's still ongoing. So I mean, I call on everybody that's listening to call your congressman, call your local representatives, and make sure that the political prisoners finally get released, because enough's enough.
So there you go. You know, you look at that and you think, okay, these are things that are, is it real? Legos, still in a box, does jail time, overthrowing the U.S. government because he has Legos in a box. Just absolutely amazing. It's hard to believe that these things actually happen. And they're still going on, just the insanity of it. Well, some people are so upset by being exposed in what's happening. Check out this preacher. This guy calls for taking out Elon Musk basically by doing whatever is necessary. Sometimes you just got to take it by violence. I'm not kidding you. If you were a conservative and you said something like this, oh, the FBI would have had you in there with your Legos. But this guy's not a conservative. So you look at this, you're going, wow, watch this preacher.
And in this nation, I'm worried that we are on the verge of bloodshed. This is an attempt to take us back to a day that we do not want to go and we will not go. So therefore, there will be conflict. I pray that the peace of God will win out and overcome the madness that is attempting to take over this nation. And I will say to you, beloved, no one likes violence, but sometimes violence is necessary. When Elon Musk forces his way into the United States Treasury and threatens to steal your personal information and your Social Security check, there is the possibility of violence. Sometimes the devil will act so ugly that you have no other choice but to get violent and fight. Well, someone might say, now, Reverend, you shouldn't be talking about violence. This isn't the Christian thing to do. Well, I will say, why not talk this way? Because Jesus did. Jesus said in this key verse, didn't it? The kingdom of heaven suffers what? Violence. And the who? The violent take it by force. The kingdom of God is a war zone. It is a battlefield. You did know this, right?
Wow. Imagine if you were a conservative and you said that. Very interesting day. So why would they say, why are these people getting so upset? He talks about madness taking over the nation. Yeah, because these people are being exposed for what's really going on. It's madness. Did you see Chucky Schumer the other day? Oh, just couldn't handle it. By the way, he mentions they're going to take away your Social Security checks. How about the fake ones? How about the ones that are given, as was exposed just yesterday? 150-year-old people are getting Social Security checks. How does that work out? Have you met any 150-year-olds yet? If you did, it'd be all over the news. We aren't living in the days of Noah like that. We got other days of Noah things going on. Well, listen, people ain't living that long right now. And this guy says, no, people are being exposed. So here's the madness that's taking over the nation. This is what it really is, Chucky Schumer and Pocahontas. What's Pocahontas have to say about what's going on with Doge and Elon Musk and team? Check out what Pocahontas has to say. There it is. There is nothing in the Constitution that says ordinary citizens have a right to see what we spend our tax dollars on. Oh, there you go. Ordinary citizens. So that's coming from Pocahontas. So this is the kind of thing that kind of makes go, okay, yeah, you are right. You guys are being exposed. It is madness. You guys are absolutely insane. You're wicked. You're evil. Follow the money trail, baby, and look out for Pocahontas because, well, she's Pocahontas. But maybe this one also. Here's something else that's being exposed. Department of Education. Watch this.
If you look at every single measurable metric of the Department of Education, they are a failed experiment. We used to be leading the world when it came to education, and now we are at the bottom of the list. And when you look at the alarmingly low literacy rates and math and science scores, it's humiliating to us as a country. And I think the common sense solution of that is to have the resources going back to the backyards of these students, going to the states, going to local supervision, so that we can figure out how we can be more hands-on with getting these kids the proper education that they need. Because right now, the Department of Education is just a glorified money laundering scheme.
Money laundering scheme. So there we go. That's the facts on what it really is. People are really upset because all these different things are being, they're being discovered. They're being exposed. That is what is really going on. Listen. It was done in secret, they thought. Jesus said what's done in secret is going to be shouted from the rooftops. Baby, these things are being shouted from the rooftops. Well, check this out. Have a little bit of good news. Look at this article. Michigan State Rep says she sterilized herself to protest Trump. Oh, hey, there's some good news. Look at that. This is great. Okay, let's just think through this just logically for a few minutes. Personally, as I look at something like that, okay, she ain't gonna have babies. Is that so bad? I'm thinking it's some good news, right? Okay, now as we think through this process, let's see. So I believe that Jesus is gonna be calling us home soon. That's what I believe the Bible, the teachings from the Bible lead to when we look at the prophecies regarding the second coming of Christ. But let's say Jesus doesn't call us home soon. Let's say he's not coming back soon. Let's say not. Let's say we're going to be here for another 30 years. Okay, this is what you got. If we're here for another 30 years, we're going to have an America that is full of a whole bunch of Christians. Way more, at least raised in Christian homes than that. Because if you look at it, what do you have? Abortion is off the charts. The babies that aren't aborted are, if they go to a government school, which public schools aren't, they're government schools, right? We all know that. They're told, little boys are told to cut off their private parts. Girls are told to transition. So they can't have babies. And then you have people like her saying, I'm going to sterilize myself, so I can't have babies. So what do you have? You have a whole bunch of people who hate everything that is good that can't have babies. So what's going to be left? The people who think that, hey, man and woman, the way God created them, this is the way it's supposed to be, go therefore, and have babies and fill the earth. What's going to be left? You start doing the math on it, you think, very interesting. Personally, though, I think we're getting called home soon, and I hope so because stuff is just so crazy. But in case any of us are concerned, I forgot one in here. Oh my goodness. Here's this fax. I got to show you this one. This is Hamas, and this is with the USAID stuff that's getting exposed. Check this out. This is Hamas. Look at this. Most people are unaware that USAID gifted in 2016 $310 million of taxpayer money to start a Palestinian cement factory project. The project was a private venture by a company called Sanad to create cement mills and factories, helping build Hamas terror tunnels in Gaza. $310 million of your tax dollars used for a cement factory and cement to build terror tunnels. So why is it that so many people are so outraged that they're being exposed? Because the sin and the wickedness is being exposed. So I look at this and go, you know what? I am quite thankful that these things are exposed. Hey, check this out. This is just bizarre. This woman pastor, strike one, this woman pastor celebrates her abortion. United Church of Christ pastor celebrates her abortion. I've never felt more loved by God. Wow. You want to know what else? When Muslims are slicing up Jews, they never felt more loved by God. When they chop up gay people, they throw them from buildings, they hang them, they never feel more loved by God. when Saul, before he became Paul, when he was persecuting the Christians, he never felt more loved by God. Jesus even warns, they will persecute you and think that they are doing it for me. Jesus says that himself in the Gospel of John. Been covering that on Sunday mornings, Gospel of John, chapters 15, 16, 17. That's where we are right now. And this is a so-called pastor. He's not really a pastor. Never felt more loved by God than killing her baby, created in the image of God. These people are beyond mental illness. This stuff is just demonic. But Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20, they will call right wrong and wrong right. Okay, well, nevertheless, there's a group of women that are ready to protect families from Trump. They're tough. Now, this is a tough group, isn't it? Gangs all here to protect families. This is what they're protecting from, to protect you from Trump and people that are conservative. So be very, very, very afraid. Plus, these people, no doubt, they have something outside the places that they shop that say gun-free zones. These are scary people. I'm just saying. So you have that. You have this preacher that says, by violence, we got to take out Trump. Take out Elon Musk. I mean, just have these bizarre things. All right. I have enough. I'm going to conclude right now. By the way, we have a tip of the week. I'm concluding right now. We have a tip of the week. You can get these Rapture brochures if you want to check them out in the store. You can't make this up. The coffee mugs are coming back. We ran out. We have them. You can't make this up shirts. No, I do not have the Billy Crone shirts available. But all of the proceeds, they go to help support our missions in Mexico and also now in Jerusalem that we are partnering with there. So just great. It's about the kingdom of God. So if you'd like to support Hope for Our Times in these things, then check out our store for cool stuff. And also, I just really want to thank you guys for watching. And mostly we need your prayer. Above all else, please pray. It's a spiritual battle out there. But God bless you guys. Oh, I guess I didn't quite conclude yet. Well, here's your tip of the week. Ready? Here it is. If your pastor says, I'm wrapping up, do not believe him. This is a test of endurance, not faith. Oh, yeah. Oh, so by the way, I'm wrapping up. Oh, not really. No, just one more point. No, wait, 5 more points. That's all I have, 5 more points. Hey, listen, we're going to be in Honolulu, Calvary Chapel, Pearl Harbor this Saturday for prophecy conference there that Billy Crone has put together, Calvary Chapel, Pearl Harbor. Check it out if you are there. You'd love to see you. And then I'm actually going there. It's one of those trips. Go there and come back. I don't even get to stay there and have any fun, but it is what it is. Got a lot of exciting things that are coming up, and looking forward to seeing you guys. Hopefully there. I mean, if you can make it there. If not, listen, looking forward to seeing you Sunday, and God bless you.